Well, Rocco, religion and communism don't mix especially well, especially when the supreme leader wants to be the god in the eyes of his people. Does the Pope have any say over Catholicism inside China, or is that mostly within Xi Jinping's, realm?
Well, it's very much within Xi Jinping's realm now, because basically since 1949, you've had two churches in China. You've had the official patriotic church, which went along with the Chinese regime, and you had the underground church, which was loyal to the Vatican. Now, up until this agreement was signed in 2018, the Vatican did everything it could within its powers to try and support the underground church as much as it could, and didn't recognise the patriotic church. This 2018 agreement recognised the patriotic church, and what that means now is that basically the Chinese regime has a say on everything in religious matters within China. It's basically back to what used to happen in the old Soviet Union, where there was a minister for religion, and the minister for religion would appoint all the Orthodox priests around the Soviet Union, and the same thing's happening here. So if the Cardinal Pell said in his Demos document, the document that was attributed to him, that the Catholic Church now in China had abandoned faithful Catholics that had stood up for it for 70 years. So I think that gives you an idea of how much power the Chinese Communist Party has over religion, and indeed the Catholic Church in China.
When it comes to Rome, it is clear that you have some, shall we say, concerns about this Pope regarding the covering up of criminal activity within the Church. Why is the Church, under its current leadership, and in your view, reluctant to clean up the house of its badly behaved bishops and clergy?
Look, this is a topic we could go on for all day. But the problem, again, is, this is a Pope who is ostensibly elected to clean up three things: the church finances, clergy sexual abuse, and the flow of Catholics in South America to evangelical Protestant churches. Now, he's failed on all three. But in terms of the clergy sexual abuse, the reason why he's failed is the time immemorial reason why the church has failed. He's trying to protect his friends, ostensibly. The people that he has promoted and supported include those close to his inner circle who have had to resign because of sexual abuse scandals, either covering it up or being involved with it themselves, or financial abuse scandals, or indeed both. People often ask, well, look, why hasn't this Pope been back to his native Argentina? John Paul II, his first visit overseas, or out of it after he became Pope, was to his native Poland. That was his first visit abroad. The same with Benedict XVI. The first visit abroad he made was to World Youth Day in his native Germany. This Pope, since 2013, hasn't been back to his native Argentina, and it's basically because, as the chief prosecutor in Argentina said, they hate his guts, and that there's nothing holy about Jorge Bergoglio. One of his friends in Argentina is a bishop who he promoted to be overseer of the Vatican or the Holy See's assets, and he promoted him in 2015, but he had to step down in 2019 because he was convicted. He was accused then of covering up clergy sexual abuse by seminarians, and last year was found guilty and therefore had to step down. So this Pope has a reputation back in his homeland of trying to be Machiavellian, and that's what they used to call him in the seminary over there, Machiavelli. And as I said, has even been called the son of a bitch by the prosecutor over there. So he's no friend back home because of his reputation. And these are the concerns now that are being borne out by the company he keeps.